guys.
All right, guys, we're here to check out the latest video from Despised icon Purgatory. These guys are from Canada, they're from Montreal, and they played at this year's Heavy Montreal, but the two of us, we missed their set.
Yeah.
I don't remember why we did miss their sets, but I'm sure there was a valid reason.
I know that they played there, and I know that we missed it. I don't remember.
Definitely know that 100%. I know they played there. I even remember seeing their banner on one of the stages right before they went on. So something must have happened. We must have gotten sidetracked with something, maybe an interview or something like that.
Probably.
I can't remember why we missed it, but these guys are a Canadian icon as far as metal is concerned. Bands like them and Cataclysm, both bands are from Montreal, and they Cataclysm had a huge reception at Heavy Montreal. We actually saw their set.
We saw a bit of their set because we
saw a bit of we saw half of their set.
Was it Necrogoblikon?
Necrogoblikon, yeah. We saw half of their set. But these guys, I even though I wasn't there, I didn't see their set. I'm sure they had, a hero's welcome, if you will, because they're really an iconic Canadian band, and being from Montreal, the festival being in Montreal, I'm sure they had a huge reception there. And now I'm kind of like wondering why did we miss it? I don't know. Like there must have been a good reason. But anyways, they have a new album coming out, and this song Purgatory is from that new upcoming album. So I thought, we've never checked the band on the channel. Why not start with the latest video? Because I know I'm going to get the album for review anyways. So why not? I figure. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
I'm reaching up, need a saving grace. Come between good and evil, losing myself. One step forward and two steps back. The fire burns beneath my face. No looking down, or I'll fade to black. Come between good and evil, losing myself. What does it kill you? What does it kill you? What does it kill you? Makes you stronger. I curse the sky
Whew. I hope nobody's living in that house that they're
standing on.
All right, I'm gonna let you go first. What do you think of this? Let me ask you this: the first time you listened to Despised Icon?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we know this, that I'm not the biggest fan of deathcore.
I know. I'm still trying to get you into the new Carnifex, and it's kind of like taking a little bit of time.
I'm kind of still with Fit for an Autopsy.
That's you're still there. You're holding your ground.
Well, because they're not just death. They have some melody in there, so it's not just deathcore.
You feel like there's some symphonic elements in some of their tracks, something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And this song, when it started,
because I'm trying to force feed you some Diartis Murder and some Carnifex.
Carnifex, I'm starting to get in
because those two, their latest albums are really good. Anyways,
I'll stay in that lane. This song though, when it started, it was just those vocals. I'm like, okay, I like the deathcore that I have because it's deathcore, but it has something there that
appeals to you.
Appeals to me, especially for an Autopsy that has melody there that I really,
certain melodies that you really like,
that I actually really really like. And when it started, I'm like, oh shit, it is. Am I not gonna like this? But it did. It had the guy who had not the most roughest like growl vocals. You could kind of still understand him, which was kind of nice to see him in the.
You had the guttural, and then you had the more harsher vocals.
I wasn't a big fan of the guttural vocals. I like the harsher ones better, but other than that, the song was pretty good. It's not like my favorite, but it was actually pretty good, especially because they added that guy in it.
Well, it's not like they brought him in just for this track.
No, I know,
but
but
every single song.
Especially because they had kind of.
Oh, so you're saying if he wasn't there,
it's because them going kind of back and forth, and then them going together.
That added a different dynamic that you kind of like. Dig.
Yeah, and the drums and stuff I really really liked. It's just that if it was only that, I don't know if it was only the guttural vocals, I don't know if I would like it as much.
I'm gonna be okay. So this is what I have to say. If you asked me a year ago, I was not like into deathcore like whatsoever. I mean, not like whatsoever, right? Perhaps Fit for an Autopsy being that exception as well to me about a year ago. Since then, I really have gotten to really enjoy bands like I remember the first time we did a video from Carnifex, I didn't like it either.
Yeah, but actually, when I heard that same song
live, was really good.
Was really really good.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I've gotten to grow into enjoying a lot more of deathcore, like Carnifex, Diartis, Murder, Fit for an Autopsy. We've talked about them. Shadow of Intent as well, really good. So there's a bunch of bands out there that within that genre that I really like. Now, Despised Icon, I like the dynamic of the two vocalists. Having said that, I've never been a huge fan of the vocals that almost sounds like a squealing pig. It's not one of my favorite styles. What was the band Volvadinia we did from South Africa? They had that kind of. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of those kind of. It doesn't appeal to me per se, right? With Despised Icon, the thing is, with the dynamics between the two of them, with one having that kind of vocals, much guttural, like really deeper style, and the other one having harsh vocals, but to a point where they're almost not even harsh vocals. You still understand
the harsh vocals that guy had were closer to the ones that Fit for an Autopsy have, where you can still you can still pretty much understand what they're saying, but it's just a little bit heavier. I'm not the biggest fan of the guttural vocals.
Like the style in terms, like by guttural, you mean like the style that has like that?
Pig.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not the biggest fan. So it was nice to have them kind of go together because, I had one thing I didn't like and one thing I did like.
Balance it out for you?
It balanced it out for me. Okay. But I don't know.
The what is it called? There's an expression for that. I can't remember. Anyways, so you're not 100% sold either way.
I enjoyed the song. This song I actually enjoyed. I enjoyed the guitar and the drums.
The guitar was killer, dude.
Yeah, I enjoyed the guitar and the drum, especially that.
Yeah, that was killer.
I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed that one side.
The heaviness of the drums was really good too.
When it started, I wasn't so sure. And
okay.
See.
So, but you still like you still dipping your toes, if you will, right? All right, I like this band has the dynamic that I like, which is the fact that they have two singers, and there's the dynamic between the two. They have similar yet very different styles of vocals. I like that the dynamic that they offer to the tracks to me is something that I enjoy because they give this nice little back and forth. It almost it's a deathcore band that has a little bit of something outside of even the metal genre. This is almost something more out of like rapcore or something like that, where you have more than one singer and they have almost like they're battling throughout a track between the two of them. That dynamic I really like because I like the life that it brings to the tracks. It gives a sense of two guys almost battling out throughout the track. It gives you these two very distinct, not very distinct, but different styles of vocals. I like that. That dynamic I really like. It's one of the things that I like about this band is that dynamic that the two bring to the songs. It almost feels like they're battling each other, like they're fighting with each other, but singing. You know what I mean? Like I like that feel. Yeah. I like that street feel to it. I really do. So that's one part. But in this song specifically, I like the dynamic between the two. There's that portion of the vocals where it goes kind of like yeah.
No.
That I could have lived
without.
I could have lived without that. I agree with you. Everything vocally up until that point, I was 100% sold on it. That portion there, I could have lived without. But having said that, there's other elements in the song that are enjoyable enough that I liked. I like the guitar riff, that sound that was killer. The way they put it there was killer. The drums was killer too, really heavy. And there's one portion where they start getting really fast. They gain a lot of momentum.
But then sometimes when it hit the breakdowns, the more guttural, squealing stuff would kind of pop out more.
Pop out more with the breakdowns. Yeah, it would pop out more. But it makes sense that pops out at that time because it's kind of like chugging along, so you kind of need something like that. You can't just start like singing normally there. You need something that gives you that chugging feel to it. Yeah. Vocally, you need something that matches what you're getting musically, right? Having said that, I'm not a huge fan of that portion of the song there because I'm not a big fan of that specific style. But overall, I really like the track. It's a track that's like it's rough. Like it has a lot of like heaviness to it. It has a lot of emotion to it. It's just a rough track. And I really like the dynamic between the two of them. I think they really bring the song to life. Now imagine this in a live setting. In a live setting, this song will tear up for sure. Because it's a song that you feel like it's brewing. And when you're in a live setting...
you know what's funny though? I'm glad we weren't there when this band went on, because if we were like in the crowd...
would have been destroyed.
It would have been worse than Hatebreed.
Yeah. Well, I still kind of said that I missed them because to watch this band, they're like I said, they're an iconic band. Yeah. And then being from Montreal, playing in Montreal, I don't know how we missed it, but I know we missed it. So maybe we'll get a second opportunity sometime soon. You never know. With a new album coming out, I'm sure they're going to be touring. So maybe they'll have a Toronto stop with their tour. We'll see. We'll find out. I'm sure there will be some news hitting the internets at some point in time. All right, guys, this is it for today, but come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you to watch with us and have some laughs, perhaps, and some will come your way. That was horrible, by the way. That was bad. All right, I'm not going to get any...
You know why, though? It's because you've been eating the oikos, and it's...
I'm not going to get any guest vocals on any track anytime soon. I need to stick to the cowbell. All right, guys, come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See ya.